Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is nothing at all, because silence, when used with intention, carries a kind of strength most people never master. It doesn't shout, it doesn't argue, it doesn't chase for clarity. It simply stands there, steady, calm, uncompromising. And if you've ever dealt with a manipulator, you already know this. Silence can expose a person faster than any confrontation ever could. You've met them, the ones who twist your words, create confusion, or pull you toward emotions you didn't choose. They thrive in chaos. They want you flustered, reactive, defensive. They survive on the noise you make. Because when you're explaining yourself repeatedly, they stay in control. When you're trying to prove your innocence, they steer the conversation. When you're trying to fix things, they quietly tighten the strings. But here's the moment everything shifts, the day you stop reacting. Maybe it happened once without you planning it. You didn't respond immediately. You didn't defend yourself. You didn't send paragraphs. You just paused. And in that tiny pause, something changed. The power dynamic flipped. Because silence has a strange way of forcing the other person to face themselves. Manipulators hate silence for one simple reason. They can't control it. They can't twist it. They can't use it against you. They can't bend it into a trap. Silence leaves them alone with their own intentions, their own guilt, their own strategies. And for someone who depends on emotional manipulation, that is terrifying. Think about a time someone tried to guilt trip you or subtly shame you. They sent something like, "Wow, so you don't care?" Or "I guess I know where I stand now." In the past, maybe you rushed to smooth things over. You explained. You apologized. You tried to calm them. But the moment you simply paused, no explanation, no apology, no panic, they felt the shift. Because silence, used right, signals something uncontrollable. Your tactics don't work on me. People forget this, but manipulation needs energy the way fire needs oxygen. Every reaction you give becomes oxygen. Every emotional response is fuel. So when you go silent, the fire struggles. And eventually, it burns out. But here's the deeper truth most people never talk about. Silence doesn't just affect the manipulator, it affects you too. It teaches you that your mind deserves space, your feelings deserve consideration, and your boundaries deserve respect. That quiet moment where you choose not to react instantly, that's the moment you reclaim your power. Still, silence is not easy. It feels unnatural at first, especially if you're someone who's been conditioned to be the peacemaker, the responsible one, the one who holds everything together. Manipulators depend on that part of you. They know you care. They know you want harmony. They know you hate conflict. So the second you go silent, something inside you starts whispering. Maybe I should explain. Maybe I should reply. Maybe I should fix this. That inner tension, that discomfort, that's the sign that a lifelong pattern is breaking. Silence challenges your conditioning. It forces you to choose yourself instead of choosing their comfort. And that's why manipulators panic. They can feel the shift, the loss of control, the end of the dynamic they built. So let's talk about the silent responses that change everything. The ones that don't require cruelty, don't require revenge, and don't require you to win an argument. These silent responses simply place power back where it belongs, with you. The first silent response is the calm pause. This is when someone tries to provoke you, and instead of reacting instantly, you breathe. You sit in silence. You think. You choose your response instead of letting your emotions choose for you. People who manipulate tend to rely on speed. They attack quickly, so you respond quickly. But the calm pause interrupts that cycle. 10 seconds of silence can feel like a lifetime to someone trying to control you. It unsettles them, because now you're the one in control of the pace. The second silent response is the delayed reply, not out of pettiness, but out of intention. You respond when you are calm, when you've thought about what you want, when your emotions aren't being hijacked. This delay tells the manipulator something they never want to hear. You don't have immediate access to my attention anymore. It's not anger. It's not spite. It's self-respect. The third and most powerful silent response is the no-response response. This is when someone crosses a boundary so clearly, so deliberately, that you choose not to engage at all. You don't give them the argument they want. You don't give them the emotional reaction they crave. You let your silence answer for you. This is not avoidance, it's clarity. It's understanding that not every message deserves a reply. Not every accusation deserves a defense. Not every person deserves access to your energy. Silence. Used with purpose, says something loud. I see what you're doing, and I refuse to participate. But here's something deeper. Silence doesn't just destroy manipulation, it builds something inside you. It teaches emotional discipline. It strengthens your self-worth. It shows you the power of not reacting to things beneath your maturity. You begin to notice which conversations drain you, which people trigger you, which dynamics exhaust you. And instead of pleading for respect, you silently create it with your behavior. You stop rushing to fix things you didn't break. You stop trying to win battles that shouldn't exist. You stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. You learn the art of stepping back, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. And this growth, this inner shift, reflects in every part of your life. You begin to walk differently, speak differently, make decisions differently, and people who rely on your old patterns start to lose access to you. Because the new you doesn't react to manipulation, the new you recognizes it. But awareness is only the first step. To make silence a habit, here are the actions you can start using today. Simple, practical, transformative. Action step 1. Practice the power pause. Whenever you feel triggered or pressured, pause. One breath, one moment. Let the first emotional wave pass before responding. It sounds small, but it changes everything. It puts you, not them, in control of your reactions. Action step 2. Stop justifying yourself to the wrong people. If someone constantly twists your words or weaponizes your honesty, stop giving them explanations. You don't owe emotional labor to someone who uses it against you. Your silence becomes a boundary, a calm, firm wall that says, I'm done performing for you. Action step 3. Respond with intent, not emotion. When someone sends a provoking message, don't respond in the moment. Wait until you are in a clear state of mind. Silence gives you clarity, clarity gives you power, and power gives you peace. Silence is often misunderstood. People think it's passive, weak, avoidant. But in reality, silence is a choice. A deliberate one, a mature one. Because anyone can shout, anyone can react, anyone can fire back emotionally. But it takes wisdom, discipline, and self-control to stay calm when someone wants you to break.